Good morning. Welcome to Full Size Ford. It is the middle of winter. It is a balmy 20 degrees. It's actually warmed up, the sun being out. It was 14 before the sun came up. And we're going to do what any sensible people would do on a day like today, and we're going to cross two mountain passes to go retrieve a parts car. But it's not just any parts car. Just wait till you see what we're picking up. It's going to be good. Kind of a sad spot here. This was the site of the old Wolf Lodge steakhouse right over there, which burned down a couple years ago. The place was a landmark, and since it was an old kind of rundown building, which gave it a lot of its charm, they couldn't carry a lot of insurance on it. Insurance companies wouldn't insure it for much, so it doesn't sound like they, even though they want to rebuild, and even if they did, it wouldn't have the character of the old Wolf Lodge. So, if you've ever eaten at the Wolf Lodge and had a steak there, comment below, let us know. We lost a great one there. Still a little bit chilly in these shady spots. Watch for ice. Get into a little bit of snow here. Heading up over 4th of July Pass. Just went past a pretty bad looking accident back there. Definitely got to respect these roads. Definitely when these spots are shady like this. And here we are at the top of 4th of July Pass. 3,069 feet. Doesn't seem very high, but especially to you Rocky Mountain people, but it is definitely treacherous when it snows. Not snowing today, nice clear day, but it has snowed recently, so. So we've been cruising through what's known as the Silver Valley. Towns like Kingston, Smelterville, Pinehurst, Kellogg, heading up towards Wallace. Area known for its rich history in silver mining. Really beautiful area. A lot of these towns have old, like, historic districts. Coming into beautiful historic Wallace, Idaho here. One really cool thing about Wallace is when they put I-90 through here years ago, rather than disrupt the town and tear stuff down, they actually just built it up over. It's kind of off to the side here, but see, they didn't tear any buildings down or old Shoshone Courthouse. Really cool old historic district there. Now we're going to begin our ascent up to Lookout Pass, which will be on the Montana border. I believe this is part of what was known as the originally the Mullen Road. If you go back and watch our Montana barn find videos, I think it's the one on the Galaxie where we talked about Fort Benton, Montana. I think the Mullen Road went from Fort Benton to the Dalles, Oregon, and I believe it came through here. And so you see several things along here named after Captain John Mullen. Got about 12 miles to the top of the pass. Lookout Pass. Elevation 4,725 feet. We are now crossing into Montana. Been a while since we've seen single-digit temperatures. I don't know. Looking outside, it looks nice and warm. Sun's out, it's a beautiful day. Nice crisp, clean air. So, jumped off of I-90 here at St. Regis. Headed up towards Montana 200, and we'll cut over to Ronan that way. Rolling through the St. Regis to Paradise Byway. So we have come to the junction of Montana 200 here. We are going to make the right turn. We are going to head towards Raleigh, Ronan. Cream station, post office, Dixon, Montana. Little Dixon bar. Get your melons, Dixon melons. So we're getting close to our destination. This road is white not because it's white because it's pure ice. And I think this is our turn right here, I think. Waterfowl production area. Been trying to pick up this car for a little while, but it's been so warm and muddy they couldn't get it up the hill from where it was at apparently, and they had to wait for the ground to freeze. Well, it's frozen now. This should be fun. We can make it to the bare spot. comes our 64 500XL.
Yeah, I gotta leave lots of that. Let's see how it goes.
It's got a tube in it. Yeah, those are ones that customers, I'm in the tire biz, so those are one customers left behind because they were corroded and ugly.
Well, perfect.
I use them as rollers.
Well, yeah.
I came off.
See that? Come in there. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, we're so close. We got one left. Oh, wow. Come on, baby. I got some different nuts to throw on there.
Okay.
Let's grab some different lug nuts because these are kind of recessed in there.
Yeah, they are. Doesn't matter what tire goes where, huh?
Nope. It's already a hot rod.
That's right.
Check the brakes while it was off, Ames?
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. They're set. It won't roll.
Might be a little gritty.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll be able to get to that one with the brakes aren't locked on that one.
What?
This car needs upper control arm bushings.
I
That's,
know where we can get those.
that right there is going to prevent you from driving it home.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's the thing that will prevent us. Uh-huh.
I wouldn't want to throw it on, but we don't need it.
Oh, it's not.
No, I haven't
Released.
unlocked it yet. I will though.
Hey, look, this one's missing the O, and we have the O from that other one.
Yeah, it's different though.
I know. The other one's much smaller.
I was telling him the other day, I gotta remember to give that to Chuck next time he comes in so I can give it to his buddy.
Too bad the fenders were in there. Good thing you have the winch.
All right, you're good to set her down.
Maybe that way a little more.
We go forward just a little bit. That'll work. Perfect. Oh, I didn't turn my...
Oh, yeah. It's pointed at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the wheel. I think it's stuck in gear. Are the rear wheels just dragging?
I think so.
Yep.
Okay.
But I don't know, the brake light might be locked up. Yeah, I'm sure the brake's locked up.
I think it's stuck on the... Yeah, that rear tire's just dragging. You might need a ski.
And it's wet.
Yep.
So the brakes work.
Yeah, they work too good.
brakes are set. They're good.
Do it.
Don't let the sticks take your eye out.
Oh, maybe it's in park.
I put it neutral. Yeah, it took a minute, but it went.
Really?
That should do it. Perfect. All right. All right, so we're sitting here in Ronan, Montana. Let's just... Okay, first of all, let me justify why I bought this thing, okay? Because I know it's pretty rough. I don't think I've ever seen this much dirt sitting on top of a rear axle for a car. But, now of course, I brought the wheels and tires to put on it because I knew they were rotten, so those did not come on the car. But this is an XL. I've got good trim pieces here. Somebody was doing a little body work. More XL pieces. Look inside. We got a radio. We got a 500XL badge. We've got the bucket seats. We've got a console. And this, if you notice, I'll get you over here and show you this. There we've got, oh, too bad some of the letters are missing off that one. Missing a grill and a bumper in the front. This should be, we need that piece for the red one. Got the 390 flags on the fenders. This is a, or should be, Ford J60Z. Yes, 300 horse, 390. Axle 1, that's going to be a 300 to 1 9-inch. Trans 4, Cruise-O-Matic. So, but yeah, it's pretty rough. It's been sitting for a long time, but it's been in Montana. Notice this one's got the speaker knob. Did have a padded dash. This one actually does have the let's see if I can get in the car without killing myself. So the seats are here and they're actually not horrible. Check this out. Put it in park, boom. You can slide that over. This one's got the swing away wheel in it. Let's see. Appears this was a power window car. You can see the switch over there. I do see a headlight bezel over there. We'll have to drink this thing in a little bit later and see what else we got in here, but there's more trim parts. There's headlight buckets in there. I see an AC compressor. Definitely evidence of rodents. Washer bag, box of parts. Like I say, who knows what's in the trunk. This gentleman has a wrecking yard out here in Montana, and he's got one here in town, but this one's out a ways, and it's close to a creek, so apparently the EPA is making him move all of his cars. Oh, that should have been a clue on the power windows right there. We got a motor. So this was a pretty high option car back in its day, but before I strap this hood down for travel, 'cause I don't want it flying off. Doors closed solid. I think this windshield's actually good. You can probably use that for one of the other cars. Let's see if we can get in here and take a look. Oh, you know what? I think it actually is kind of, it is, oh, it is still latched on the secondary latch. But I believe he said this does not have his original engine on it. Oh, yes. The red sea clear bag, but I am seeing the Mercury script valve cover. So this is going to be like a 65 or 66 Mercury 390, apparently. Let's see if I can actually, I don't know if it's stuck or not. It might be. She might be stuck. Definitely can't move it, but it's easily accessible, but can't move it by hand. But anyway, water pump's definitely seized. But anyway, I'm pretty excited about those valve covers. So anyway, I got to get down to Missoula, down to Lolo Creek Steakhouse, since the Wolf Lodge burned down, to get the little missus a steak. Might grab one for myself too. But we'll dig into this car a little more. Power brakes. Darkness has fallen upon the land. This is Lolo Creek Steakhouse in Lolo, Montana, near the intersection of Highway 12 and Highway 93. This place is excellent. Highly recommended if you're in the area. Just across the street, you can't see it now because it's dark and I wasn't smart enough to film it when it was earlier. There's some flags out across that field which indicate Traveler's Rest, which is where Lewis and Clark camped on one of their journeys. All right, we are all full up on the steaks and ready to hit the road. Let's just check these straps. And we got to get back over 2 passes now. But the roads were pretty clear. It was clear as a bell today. Even though it wasn't real warm, it was sunny. So I'm not suspecting we'll have any trouble. Sometimes you just got to watch when it's sunny that it will one more click there, make me feel good. Sometimes when it's sunny, it'll melt during the day and stuff will come. Oh, the fender's still holding on. Good job on the welds, Joe. My button didn't come back out. I sprayed some WD-40 in there, but that door doesn't open very well, so can hear the crunchiness. Let's pull our steering wheel back over here, and I'm just gonna feel better if these wheels are pointed straight ahead rather than turned like they are. It looks better. That's better. All right, getting to the point where I can't feel my hands. So I'm gonna get back into the nice, warm, heated truck, and we are going to hit the road. We'll see you back in Spokane, Lord willing. All right, so it's a few days later. It's Thursday. It's New Year's Day, actually. And weather's not being very kind today. But my day job's closed for New Year's, so I got a day to get this thing off the trailer, because this weekend I'm going to go back to Montana and get another car. So we need to get this thing jacked up, get these brakes freed up in the back so it'll roll, so I can get it off the trailer. I can drag it onto the trailer with a winch. I can't really push it off the trailer with a winch with locked up brakes. So front wheels roll, these rears do not. So you can see this thing's had a few bumps and bruises along the way in the body. No frame damage though. You see where there's stuff growing up through the car here. So all right, well, let's get a jack out and get to work. It's not going to get any warmer today. All right, so there's an easy way to do this and a hard way. And if you've watched the channel for any length of time, you know that I'm going to probably do it the hard way. Let's see. There we go. Boy, look at that mound of dirt that it made. That's completely locked up. First, the psychological magical juice here. You know. Loose. Well, that one already came off. Just to see. See. Brake's free. For some reason. All right. Oh, this brake is free, but this wheel will not spin. It's like it's locked in gear or something. The selector's in neutral, but and I have never seen so much dirt and stuff packed up underneath a car as this one. But you can see the let's see if we do that. If is the rear end trying to turn the drive shaft? I don't see any evidence that it's trying to turn. It's definitely not. Oh, wow. Well, I don't think I've ever seen this before. Look at that. We got twigs. So when the EPA told this gentleman that these cars were too close to the creek, I'm wondering if they were not in the creek. So anyway, let me get some of this cleaned out. Look at this, Kale. Yeah, they're fine. Let's see what happens over here. I think this one might be our culprit. It's turning. Is it turning right yet? Well, I don't think the brakes locked up were the problem. I think that the rear end might be rusted. Oh, is she going now? Is she moving? Moving, but it's not turning the drive shaft. I don't think it's gonna roll. All right, so I got in the car and I verified that the column shift is actually moving the lever on the transmission, and it is. So I'm thinking that this car has set submerged, and although, I mean, if it did, it's in pretty good shape for having so, but I'm wondering if it got water in the rear end and that these gears are rusted. Well, it seems like the spider gears are turning because I can now move the axles, but when I do, the drive shaft should be spinning, and it's not. It's just letting the other axle rotate on the other side. So I'm thinking I've got a problem with the something in the third member that is locked up. Doesn't seem like that wants to spin at all. That baby seems locked up tight. What is the right thing to do in this situation? It's probably going to be to just drag it off the trailer and deal with it later. Yeah, got it loose, but it don't come off. I don't really need to get it off, so I'm gonna leave it. I know it will spin. The problem is the drive shaft will not. This little guy here on there. Okay. Go to the other side. So I'm just gonna throw this old Firehawk Indy 500 on here as a roller. This tire is about 25 years old, and I don't recommend driving on it. Not because of the age, because with this ice patch in it right here, she's gonna be severely out of balance, and I'll probably get a vibration. So yeah, we'll make sure we get something else on before we take this for a spin. Look at that. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Now if that ain't a tire, I don't know what to tire. But anyway, I did end up having to break the ice chunk out of that wheel because I thought, oh no, it's just a roller or a parts car, but you know what? Wheel wouldn't go over the drum with that big chunk of ice in there. Duh. So, all right, wheels on. Let's get a little air in these tires, make sure they're inflated. and we'll see if we can. We're probably just going to have to use the Bronco to tug this thing off the trailer, because I don't think the wheels are going to roll because of the locked up differential. Alright, so I'm pretty sure the winch is going to be of no use, so we're going to just have to I'm going to try to jackknife this trailer just a little bit more so it's kind of even with the tan Edsel, and we will probably use the Bronco to just drag this thing off the trailer, because I don't think it's going to roll. Skid easy. I'm going to use the mule here to see if we can drag this thing off the trailer. Look, left blinker works. Still doesn't want to. Alright. Locking the hubs, four-wheel drive. They are locked in, alright. Hubs are never unlocked from last time. Perfect. Going? Yeah.
The rear end's off.
Now I seem to be stuck.
Maybe you're out from underneath.
Kind of going off sideways. I'm trying to scoot it over a little bit.
Mud terrains are really good for the snow.
Says no.
Actually, hey, the winch is still connected.
Oh, yeah. Good call. I forgot I did that. I pulled a bunch of slack out and let it off just in case the rear end broke free. It wouldn't go like down the hill in the neighbor's yard.
Yeah. That may be part of the problem.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and tuck up it now. Okay. Didn't really have, wasn't really taut, but it had pressure.
Don't put your
Obviously
stick
that brush
out, your
growing in it.
eye out with your stick.
Yeah. It's all fun and games until someone puts an eye out. Alright, let's see if we can move it now. Little Bronco that could. Yay. I'm going to straighten up again.
You're off.
Off the trailer.
Off the trailer.
All right, so she's off. The Bronco ran out of gas right there. I'm gonna go to town to get gas in the can, but I'm losing daylight, but I want to, this snow is supposed to turn to rain tonight, so we'll see what happens. I want to check this engine just to see if it's stuck, so while we got just a semblance of daylight left. Surprised with the front end all off this thing that the hood still latches. That was a bonus. So let's take a look here. Let's see if I can get this in there and a place where we can see the shine some light in there. There we go. Little Nebo. Oh, you know what? The crankshaft bolt is gone. So much for that idea. Water pump completely seized. Generator still spins. I think I tried this the other day by hand. It didn't work, so... Oh, you know what? No, she turns. She's not frozen. Yay! I was able to turn it by hand. So, 390 is good. You know what would be really sweet? Is if this was actually a... Somebody put the, well, who knows how many times that water pump's been changed, but it's a C4SE part number on the water pump, which is 64 Thunderbird, but of course was used on other cars as well. That doesn't mean that they only used it on that car. Got a clutch fan here of some variety. Let's take a look up here, see if we get any clues. It's a C6AE intake, lots of poop. Mercury script valve covers, that is really cool. But anyway, what if we did have a 428? Wouldn't that be awesome? Looks like we're gonna have to come out on a nicer day and do a stroke measurement. And we will do that. But not today, because it's getting dark and it's getting cold. All right, so there we have it. 1964 Ford Galaxie 500XL with a rusted up third member. Still usable parts there. You'll be seeing probably more of this car in the future as it gives up parts for other cars. That's going to conclude this video today because I'm losing light and it is sleeting, snowing, kind of going to be raining here, and it's time to go inside and eat some food. Anyway, wish you all a happy new year. Best to everyone in 2026. Keep watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Your friends, really helps us out. Doesn't cost you anything to do it, and it helps us rescue more cars and more parts like this. We'll see you on the next video. Have a wonderful evening. Oh, now to go find some gas.